Alright, so here I am. I'm going to be playing Master Yi in the top lane as an AD melee carry. Now, I'm probably going to take some heat for this video, and you'll see why. But first things first, I went for Cleanse and Ghost, because Cleanse is going to allow me a team fight more easily, and I have Ghost because Flash has been nerfed recently, so I figured Ghost would be more reliable when laning as it's off cooldown more often. And it also will help me catch Singe, who also is bringing Ghost. Now, first things first, I start with the Doran shield. And the reason I do this is because it offers me health, armor, and health regen.
Welcome
Now,
to Summoner's
again, I kind of feel I'm going to take some heat for this, but you gotta trust me on this one. This is how you play Master Yi in the top lane. Trust me. So I start E, and I'm going to go an alternative skill build. Trust me, guys. I'm not trolling here. I'm being 100% serious. I actually think this is really legit.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So I'm actually gonna break down why I think this is more legit as the game goes on. Now, I don't know, I'm not the best laner, but I got the basics down, so I'm alright when it comes to that stuff. Maybe I won't get as many last hits as you would expect me to. But here, so basically, I'm going to play the lane just as anyone normally would. Last hit, trade some auto attacks in, and use my E if he really starts committing. Again, I don't have Ignite, so I'm not looking to get any kills from him. I'm looking to sustain this lane and farm as much as possible. After I level up, I take Meditate. Again, I start a Doran shield, so I'm going to need it. I exchange some damage back upon getting the double strike, blast hit some more, and I go back here to Meditate. I'm going to gain like 200 health back, move up, farm some more Singes out of mana. So instantly he's out of mana, he's not going to be able to fling me. I'm just waiting for the wave to come under tower. I can CS it easily. So, waves under tower, free CS, he backs. I meditate again, I'm healing, I get to farm some more. He actually teleports bottom. Okay, so Singe gets a free kill. I'm like, wow, I should probably push this out. So I start trying to push it. I missed a couple CS, but it's cool. I want to get this wave to tower before he gets back, but that's not going to happen. He's already on his way, so he actually pulled a really strong gank there. Look, he's back in time for all that experience. It took too long freezing. But I'm level 5. Now look at my skill build. So instead of getting Alpha Strike, I have no points in Alpha Strike. Instead I have a level 2 Meditate and a level 3 Wuju style. And now you're probably thinking, what the hell? Why would you not get Alpha Strike, and why are you not maxing Alpha Strike? For several reasons. Alpha Strike is going to take a huge toll on my mana, and that mana I need to sustain with Meditate. 2. Leveling up Wuju style now actually lowers the cooldown, so I can use it to win trades. I can use it to win trades without having to worry about not having AD to last and not having AD to trade back while it's off cooldown. While it's on cooldown, actually. I said that wrong. But now I have Highlander. It also gives me some really strong all-in potential. Now, one thing I do admit, I made a mistake here. One of these points on Meditate should have been to Alpha Strike, and I should be maxing Wuju style. But I completely forget about having a skill just to have it as my gap post. Here I am, I'm using my E to win trades here. And then I'm going to fall back and meditate, and I see I'm getting too low. Here, he flings me, so that's a free meditate. But bam, I'm back to full HP. We're trading again. We're going head to head. Look at that, Master Yi actually going head to head with a bruiser. You saw it here first, kids. Anyway, Lee Sin comes here, and me and him have some really bad synergy. We don't really work together well, so we make a lot of like bad plays. I cancel my meditate there, I start running off. And I pick up Zinch out, and Singe, for whatever reason, runs back into tower, not realizing the minions are, and gives me a free kill. So, he kind of felt dumb for that. Now, I pick up. I'm going for my Phantom Lancer. And now you're probably thinking, what the hell? You can't all in Singe and Lane. It's not about that. It's about the fact I don't want to invest money on buying boots. I want some attack speed and I want some critical strike. So I'm not looking to all in him. Again, I'm looking to farm. But I want the movement speed so I can maneuver around, and I want the attack speed and crit strike to do some damage if I have to go gang people. So I'm running down, I'm on my way, I'm like, oh, my team's fighting, let's move. But I realize they have the situation under control, so I'm just going to push out mid. I see Soraka here, but Singe out comes, we trade back, and we're out of there. Now Singe is pushing my tower. Oh no, what am I to do? So I go in, I'm just like, time to farm some more, get all the CS. And Lee Sin comes back. Now, he's doing a right thing here, but our synergy is like really terrible that we're just gonna mess up too much. So I meditate here to heal basically back to full HP with the level 4 meditate. Start CSing again, hit him once, hit him where I can, and we start chasing Sin. And he wants to fall back, and then he decides to chase Sin some more. So I'm like, okay, let's all in Sin. I don't have Alpha Strike, but I start tanking the tower, I get flung back, he's unable to connect. So that is my fault, technically, for not having Alpha Strike, but that's also some of his fault, because we didn't decide whether to commit from the beginning, but we both died. It's cool though, because I'm still going to keep farming. Now at this point I have a Phantom Dancer, and I get my boots because it makes no sense to run around with 373 movement speed. So Singe again is doing his thing. If I had my ultimate, I would chase him, but I figure I'm just going to take free damage like that. Not that it matters so much because I'll sustain it, but I also have to defend this tower. So the tower is basically almost gone, but it's alright. Just gotta keep farming. And I'm going for team fights. I'm going for team fights, and I'm going for team fights late and mid. So I want to get as much farm as possible. And I still don't have any points in Alpha Strike. And it's going to come back to haunt me, but not especially in the way you think it would. Now my AD is 131, which isn't bad for just having Phantom Dancer. Trade a bit with Singe, get some damage off, keep running that way, don't know why, meditate all back. That makes me no difference. Again, he's back, hit him again, hit him some more, hit him as much as I can, and just start falling back, waiting for my meditate to come off a cooldown, CSing for free.
Rampage.
So Urgot's on a rampage, but it's not gonna matter too much. I'm gonna get too crazy, they won't be able to deal with me. I haven't used my cleanse this game because no one really has Ignite. And I pick up a Vamp Scepter, which is going to further increase my sustain and lane and make me basically unkillable. Now here's where not having that 1 point Alpha Strike is gonna harm me. I ghost in, I ult in, and I'm just wrecking people. I get that one. Now if I had Alpha Strike, you can see how much different that fight would have been, but it's alright. Another reason I picked up Ghost is because I don't have that blink gap closing. Now you would think, wait, Flash would be the better picture, and not exactly, because I could stack, even though it's more collectively, I could stack the Ghost, not having, ignoring unit collision, with my Highlander, to just keep on targets and attack speed them, whereas Flash will only get me on the target, and I will not be able to attack speed them. Since I am maxing E, I want to get all my attack speed off. Now, having 1 point Alpha Strike would have helped out greatly, but since I don't, Ghost is also a decent solution. You have to stick to your target to get your attack speed off. If you're attacking, moving, attacking, you do not get the same attack speed off at higher caps unless you're animation canceling, but that's a little bit different, and that's harder to do with a higher attack speed. Again, I don't have Alpha Strike. Oh, now I do, so I'm going to use Alpha Strike to get in range and just tear him up. Meditate all my health back. So, I'm becoming a serious threat. Now, my build, you can call it dope, you can call Max and Lucas style dope, but I'm able to do a lot of work here, and just I'm tearing through swing, I fall back, and now I'm on the run. Go here, still on the run, and I alpha strike backwards to distract him from getting on Lux, and I take the death for my team. It's perfectly fine. So, James thinks he's a boss. He's doing his thing, and they die really hard here for no reason, and I'm on the run. So here I am, I'm running in, I'm looking for people to kill. I don't want some kills. Looking for a good place to engage, but I'm not finding it here. So I'm just gonna give it to some time. Bam, I find it. Singe overcommits. I'm trying to take him out. I can't get him, so I'm trying to take out Urgot. I meditate and I run away. Lex picks up Urgot, and she picks up Singe, which is awesome. And I decide now I need more farm. I have a max meditate, so I don't really have to back here. I should just keep farming. So I'm just going to take everything, and I'm going for a Hydra. The reason I'm going for a Hydra is I want to be a major threat in these fights. I don't want to just... I want to be able to push these lanes out fast so I can get to these mid-game team fights and dominate them. The Hydra is going to allow me to do that. So I start back in here. Now I have a max meditate, I have a max Wuju style, and I have a level 12. We try arrow that. I actually call for the arrow, and we can't get it. So I go on Singe, get some damage off. 20 snares, I have to back out. I can't dive too deep on it. Singe is gonna try to come in here. I don't have ultimate, so I want to back off, but there's opportunities to fight. So I go in, I make a mess of things, and I'm just scaring people. A 70 AD bonus at level 13 is still devastating. Top of that, I had massive crit. So I think with my E on, I have about like 220 to attack. Yeah, about 222. So I find Soraka alone. I just go in. Try attack, try to have the ult refresh, and I'm out of there. So at this point I don't have mana. I'm like, dang, I can't really fight this. I'm looking for a place to go in. I'm making sure I'm around. I get some hits on Singe where I can, but I cannot commit to this. And I'm trying my hardest to be around, and bam, I find a little opening. I get in on Swain, but I take the death for it. It's important that I stay committed to these fights. If I was to back out there, it might have gone differently. I wanted to make sure I was around and stick with my damage in where I can. Again, this Thorn Shield is sticking with me. It's helped me out. It's giving me somewhat tankiness. And then at this point, I'm going for Ghostblade next. I start putting some points into Alpha Strike. Now I'm going to use Hydra to push out. So bam, I push it out, and I want to get back to these team fights. So here's another one. Yeah, I'm looking for who I can hit, and bam. So I have a Hydra. I'm just gonna AoE down everything, and that's a double kill. So at this is a free Baron. I'm like, oh wow, double kill. That's basically Baron. I can meditate, tank this, and now one good thing about maxing Wuju style is around the level 13 mark, where I have the level 1 Alpha Strike. That is the same point where Alpha Strike actually can come to the point where it'll hurt you to Alpha Strike instead of benefit you, because you're losing at least like 2 auto attacks in the same time. That's a lot of damage. So you lose, if you Alpha Strike, you're losing auto attacks, and you can't afford that in duel. So this isn't bad per se. Now I'm just gonna get a free tower. I ult because I know nobody's around to stop this, and I'm just gonna keep tearing it up. Soraka's there. I don't want to go in on her because I know I can't get away. At this point, Zen just gave up, and he just kind of trolled his team. Never do that kind of thing. That's kind of sad to see that he just gave up and decided to troll. So Singe is trying to be a boss, but he's gonna try to find ways out and walk into that. Gonna slow him some more, walk into Diana, and I'm there if anything. So I'm just gonna keep farming. The Hydra's doing work. And again, this is my cleanse didn't come in too handy because no one really used anything on me. I guess I could have cleansed maybe a couple of Swain things, but Urgot gets near me, I start hitting her, he swaps me, I go in off the rocket, and I take out, no I can't get Urgot. So at this point the game's coming to a close, I'm hurt, just gonna meditate. I'm level 18 at this point, so I am beyond farm, beyond fed, whatever you want to call it. They don't really have much of a solution to me, so I'm just gonna follow Sins. He's behind me, hit him, and the game ends. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Normally I jungle, but I'm okay in the lane, and I believe that whenever you play Master Yi top lane against a melee champion like Singe, you might want to try maxing that E and meditate and ignoring Alpha Strike. Take 1 point into it because, as you can see, having at least 1 point would have been very helpful. Sacrificing 1 point on meditate doesn't actually hurt me too much. Anyway, thanks for watching.